Welcome back. Yeah, another thing I was saying with what he does too, that's kind of not evil, but I don't know. If you want somebody to CGC this, like if you know how they have to come over and witness him signing it, he'll charge you, it's $30 for him to sign, like say this particular one. He charges you 30, but then he charges you an additional 20 for CGC. So if you have CGC come over there and watch him sign this, he's charging you $50. So it was rough because there was a couple people that were like pissed. They're like, "What? You charging another $20?" He's like, "If you want to get a CGC'd, he's like, it's another $20." And this one guy flipped out. He's like, "You got to be kidding me!" He's like, "You're already ripping me off." He's like, "Come on." He's like, "What are the odds you're going to keep this book?" He's like, "You're probably going to go and flip it on eBay and for a couple $100. Like, so don't tell me, don't bitch to me about it." It was pretty funny. The guy got like all huffed off, and he came back with CGC and he paid the $20. So there you go. But it was funny because like Liefeld was actually talking to me. Like I said, I was like, I am a fan. Like I'm not like insane fan. Like I do like his stuff. I thought it was cool, and I'm one of the few people because I was talking about pouches. I was like, do people still give you crap about the pouches? And I'm one of the few people that actually got the pouches. Like like when I was a kid when this stuff came out, I was like, it made sense. I was like, you think about it, like Deadpool. Like all right, there's a lot of pouches. Right, some of it was overkill. I did tell him, I was like, a lot of it, some of the things you had were overkill with the pouches. He's like, yeah, I did get out of hand a little bit. He's like, I'm not going to say I didn't. He's like, but, he's like, now that's what I'm known for. And he's like, I'll take it. He's like, it's publicity. He's like, people come up and they talk to me about pouches. Like, I've signed so many pouches. He's like, just not even books. He's like, just pouches. He's like, people have me sign. He's like, when the reason I did it, he's like, you think about it. He's like, you look at a SWAT team member. He's like, they have pouches for their ammo. They have it for their grenades. They have it for handcuffs. They have it for this. He's like, why don't superheroes have it? He's like, especially Deadpool. He's like, all the weapons he has, the ammo. He's like, where is that? He's like, where is that coming from? And I was like, yeah, that's what I was saying. And he's like, where is he magically getting these clips? He's like, I wanted to make it realistic. He's like, look at G.I. Joe. He's like, they all have backpacks. They all have this. They have that. And he's like, so? He's like, there you go. And I was telling him, I was like, it's kind of funny now. Because I pointed it out. I was like, it's funny that you did that. I was like, now, more recently, everyone seems to have pouches. Like Captain America has a utility belt kind of thing. Wolverine has pouches. And it was funny because like he's like kind of like, yeah, he's like, it's a little weird. He's like, I don't see why Captain America would have pouches. Like, especially, he's like, Wolverine. He's like, why the hell does Wolverine have a pouch? I'm like, it holds his cigars. So he started laughing. So there was that. He was a cool guy. He really was. And he said to me, he's like, it sucks that, fans like you, he's like, that you are a fan of my stuff. Because I was telling him about how I saw him on Dennis Miller Live, back in the 90s. And he's like, wow, you remember that? I'm like, yeah. And I was like, I told you, I was like, I'm a fan. And he's like, it really sucks because I don't want to, he's like, I don't like charging real fans because I can see that you're really a fan. And the wife is saying, he's like, he's got all his Deadpool stuff. He's got all these like display cases and all these things that he wants to set up and do all this stuff. And that's probably why he signed the cable card for free. I mean, I don't know. But I was trying to kind of milk him a little bit. I was trying to see if he would sign a couple of my other books for free. But it didn't happen because his assistant was kind of butting in and be like, all right, this. Well, it wasn't his assistant. I'm sorry. It was his assistant was actually pretty cool. I was talking to him for a while too. It was people on the line. They were kind of like, oh, well, you're gonna sign that? Like they kind of caught a wind because he almost did sign a couple things for free because we were talking about the popularity of Deadpool and all this stuff, and we were talking about the new movie with Deadpool. I was like, what do you think of Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool? He's like, he's awesome. He's like, I'm very involved with the new movie. And he said it's going to be a hard R. And that's what he said. He's like, there's a lot of stuff in there. He's like, that they're getting away with. He's like, that they probably wouldn't normally. So there was that. So I didn't get any real free stuff out of there except for the cable thing. But hey, you know what? You got to do what you got to do. Come back for the final part. I hope it's the final part because got one more thing to show you. And we'll talk more about it. See you soon.